What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrubby here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am, and if you are, be sure to press the like button. Otherwise, no joke, no scam. I'm gonna duct tape your eyes open and make you watch reruns of Caillou on repeat until you learn every word in the series. Yeah, that's right. I would press the like button because that sounds like quite the punishment. Anyways, guys, it's a beautiful Friday afternoon. I'm sure you guys just got home from school. You know, you're vibing, doing your thing, and today I've got a story for you guys about school. Back in the day in middle school, obviously things were quite stupid, and I asked a poll the other day asking you guys on the community tab what story you guys wanted to see, and you said you wanted to hear a story about kids that would drink disgusting things for money and just the overall shenanigans I would get up to in middle school. And yeah, I'm gonna deeply embarrass myself in front of the internet, but hey, that's what life's for, and without further ado, let's get into it. Anyways, guys, I think we all understand that money makes the world go around, alright? Like it or not, money does make the world go around, and when you're in middle school, it's pretty hard to get the bag. Personally, I've always been a fan of trying to get the bag, whether it's selling gum, whether it's selling soda. I'm just a big fan of doing what I can to get the money. Like it or not, you need money to do what you want to do. Money can't buy happiness, but I'd rather cry in a Ferrari. That's just how it is. And in middle school, you really can't get a job. You can't go to the grocery store and ask to hustle packing bags. They won't let you. You're too young. And since my little gum selling racket got shut down pretty early by the principal and dean at my middle school, I needed another way to hustle and get the bread so that way I could buy all the new Call of Duty map picks whenever they come out. And something that I've always had in my life for whatever reason is an iron stomach. I'm literally known amongst my friends and my family for being able to eat anything. I don't know if I just have taste buds or what, but even if food tastes disgusting, I just don't taste food very well. I don't know what it is. And in middle school, around the time I was in middle school, one of the biggest things on YouTube was like the cinnamon challenge and challenges where people in general just ate really gross food. But because I went to a middle school where most of the kids, for whatever reason, were like pretty bougie, they were all terrified of eating anything that like didn't have Grey Poupon or caviar in it. But since this huge trend was going around on YouTube of people eating disgusting things, I realized there was a market there. And since all my friends had disposable lunch money on deck, I decided that I was gonna start my own little thing in middle school where I would eat disgusting food in exchange for some money. You know, that's just how it went. My lunch table was a bunch of pansies, and we would play this weird game at the end of the day where we would like eat gross food. And it all started when one guy was like, I will give Ryan $5 to eat this like cheese stick thing with mayo and mustard on it. And like I said, I've got an iron stomach, not to mention mayo, mustard, cheese, and bread like isn't the nastiest combo ever. But for whatever reason, these kids at my lunch table lost their mind and started calling me like iron stomach. I had this whole nickname thing with it. And obviously, this led to more and more people paying me every day. I would make like 25 bucks a day at lunch because 5 people would walk up to me and be like, I'll give you $5 to eat these grapes that were on the floor. Oh, I'll give you $5 if you eat this apple after I lick it. And like I said, I'm trying to get the bread. Yes, it's a little bit disgusting, but hey, you know, you can call me disgusting when I got the bag. That's just how it is. Plus, when you're 13, like, I don't really know what the big deal is. Oh, a grape fell on the floor, and you're gonna give me $5 to eat it? That seems like a pretty good trade-off. Worst case scenario, I get sick and get to go home and not deal with school for a couple days. Best case scenario, you pay me. There's really not a lose-lose, or at least I thought so. The only problem with my plan is that I have to keep getting more and more crazy to keep people interested, you know? It's kind of like YouTube in a way. Once you're known as the guy that's willing to eat a grape off the floor, nobody wants to see you eat a grape off the floor again, you know? They want to see you get crazy. So over the span of like a couple months, I kind of get a little infamous with the boys at our school just because I was eating a bunch of gross stuff, and it consistently gets grosser. What used to be like a breadstick with mayo on it has become a milkshake of barbecue sauce, mayo, mustard, ketchup, and chocolate milk. You know, it just progressively gets grosser. But at the same time, my money goes up. Now I'm charging like 15 bucks a pop, and for whatever reason, these kids at my school are paying me. So, hey, to make 30 bucks a day when I was in like 7th grade, I was eating gross food, and I really didn't care. So whatever, my name is getting out there. People kind of know that like I'm the kid that'll eat anything disgusting. And there was this group of really cool 8th graders in my PE class. They were like the coolest group of kids, and they were very similar in attitude to the people that were huge on the internet internet at the time that were like jerks. Prank content was pretty big in my middle school. In low-key, they acted like famous YouTube pranksters. So they were horrible people like most YouTube pranksters are, you know? Definitely the type of people that would be like, dude, it's a prank that I slept with your sister, dude, it's just a prank. And like low-key, it's just not that funny. That's how all these kids would act. And one day during PE, they walk up to me and they're like, are you the kid that eats disgusting food? And I'm not trying to flex or anything, but yeah, that was me. I love how my claim to fame in middle school was being the kid that ate gross stuff. Like, I really was out here taking L's. Puberty hit me like a truck. I used to be short and fat, and you know, it probably wasn't a surprise that I was eating everything disgusting because it looked like I was just eating everything. I was a round little boy. You probably could have pushed me down the stairs. I would bounce 3 times. You could dunk me like LeBron James. I was definitely a weird kid in middle school. But regardless, these cool kids are talking to me and they're like, yeah. And they said, well, we've got something for you that we think will definitely make it impossible for you to eat it. And at this point, I've heard that from like all these middle schoolers for quite a long time now. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And they tell me that they have milk that's been sitting in their PE locker for 6 months. Which is really weird because I didn't even start eating all this gross stuff like before they put it in their locker. So they just decided to keep milk in their locker for 6 months, and I really don't know why. But they basically say that they don't think I can eat it. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that I can. Because I was trying to look cool for these cool 8th graders. In retrospect, I'm going to give you all some advice. Don't claim that you can drink spoiled milk because newsflash, you can't. We're getting there. But regardless, I'm like, I'm going to impress all these cool kids. I'm gonna get some serious street cred, you know. I'm gonna be the kid that drank the spoiled milk, which is a weird thing that I wanted to be known for. Like, it shows how lame I really was in middle school, to the point where I was excited to be known as the kid that was eating expired food. And whatever, after I say yes, they start getting the entire PE class hyped. They're like, Ryan's gonna eat, you know, this milk that's been in our locker, oh my god. And the entire PE is like getting hyped for some reason. Boys PE is a very confusing place. I'm pretty sure the rules of society just don't exist in like boys PE because we just become cavemen. He eat gross food, very funny. Like I don't really get what goes on in dudes PE, but whatever it is, it's bizarre. It's very bizarre. But obviously, I gotta make money on this. So I decide right outside of like PE, there's this little bathroom that not anybody ever goes in. And I basically decide that if you want to drink me or see me drink this 6-month-old spoiled milk, it's gonna be a $5 cover charge to get into the bathroom. And I have one of my friends there. And sure enough, after PE, we go into the bathroom. As weird as that sounds, like 30 dudes cramming in this little middle school boys bathroom. So 30 dudes go in, everybody gives me $5, $150 to drink 1 carton of spoiled milk. And I don't know how I thought I was gonna do it because we're getting there. I embarrassed myself heavily. But if you've ever been around spoiled milk, it's not possible to consume it. I don't care who you are. You can be shoe nice. You can be the most legendary person on the planet. Spoiled milk is disgusting. So there's 30 dudes in here and they hand me this like little carton of chocolate milk, the ones that they give you at lunch in school. And I open it up, and the first thing that happens with spoiled milk is it like swells. So I open it, and it was puffed up, and like it like puffs when I open it. And the smell that hits this tiny little restroom that is filled with people, by the way. We've crammed like 34 people into this tiny restroom. And the smell immediately has everybody like gagging and like, oh my god, it's disgusting. Spoiled milk does not smell very good. And at this point, I'm kind of starting to get scared. I'm like, I don't really know if I want to do this. Breadsticks with mayo, meh. Milk with barbecue sauce, okay. At least the milk is good. So I'm looking at it, and the first things first is, it doesn't look like milk. It's like curdly and chunky. If you tried to pour this into a cup, it would probably, for the most part, like flop into the cup. It is not even a liquid consistency. But hey, for $150 back in middle school, you know, I'm gonna do it, JK. So I start to get scared, and that's when the peer pressure hits. The cool kids are like, no way he's gonna do it. Like, oh my god, it would be so sick. You would be a legend. Everybody starts hyping me up, chanting my name. They're like, Ryan, Ryan. So I do what anybody would do when a bunch of popular kids are chanting your name. I take a look at the spoiled milk that I'm holding in my hand, and I proceed to put it up to my lips and suck. You had to like suck. Like I said, it's not a very liquidy material, and curdly, disgusting spoiled milk goes into my mouth, and it hits my taste buds, And within 30 seconds of me drinking this milk, here is what goes down. The door on the bathroom flies open, and our PE coach goes, "What the hell are you doing in here?" The smell hits his face, it washes over him. Kids start to run out of the bathroom because they think we're gonna get in trouble. So it goes from like 30 people to 15 people. While I'm still drinking this spoiled milk, and someone bumps me and a bunch goes into my mouth. And like I said, it tastes terrible. So my mouth is now full of spoiled, curdly, disgusting milk. And the taste hits me. And your body, for whatever reason, has this natural response to terrible food, which is throw up. And I vomit everywhere. And my coach is still standing there with the door open. I'm puking up spoiled milk in my lunch from earlier. Everybody is trying to get out of the bathroom. And I'm sure from an outside perspective, it's got to look so weird because like 30, 12-year-old boys giggling furiously are running out of the bathroom. I throw up everywhere. The coach is like, "Are you okay?" And I'm, trying to, yeah. And as I'm saying, yeah, I'm still throwing up. It's bad. I puke everywhere, embarrass myself in front of everyone. But surprisingly, for whatever reason, the 8th graders thought it was dope. They were like, "Oh my God, he kept going when the teacher was there. He threw up in front of the teacher. Oh my God." Which I feel like is not that legendary. I just drank spoiled milk and threw up in front of everybody, and somehow it helped my cool stock. But after that, I will say I put a very strong end to eating anything that was expired. I did keep up the hustle for $5 if someone wanted me to drink a gross milk. Hey, I'm not going to decline it. But spoiled milk, anything that was going to make me throw up, off the table for sure. Miraculously, I survived. I got to go home. Spent that day playing Halo Reach, which is ironic because it's the gameplay I'm using today. But yeah, I drank 6-month-old milk and threw up in front of everyone cool at my school. But on that note, guys, that's gonna do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, press the like button, comment down below, turn on those notifications. If you turn on notifications, send a screenshot to my Instagram at Scrubby. I shout somebody out every day. And today's notification shout out goes to Dash Be Ballin'. Big thank you guys for having on notifications. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot. And I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.